Hello, and welcome to Soul Frequency Medicine, where we look at the energies of the day and how they might be affecting our bodies and our mind, and what we can do to help clear them. I am working with the Oracle of the Hecatean Path right now because the feminine is asking to be come in and be brought into our bodies and our minds and our lives. And it's asking to become in duality with the divine masculine and let all that toxic masculine go. It wants to just go. Like that toxic masculine right now is throwing a temper tantrum in our body and creating so much fear in our world. And it actually lines up perfectly with today's card, uh, Gorgo. And maybe I'm pronouncing this a little wrong, but she is the grim, the fear. And she is what the collective is feeling right now. I'm here to give messages to the collective through my open throat. And what Gorgo, the grim, the fear says, I'll read exactly what it says in here so you understand where this card is particularly coming from. If we own our fears, they no longer hold sway over our lives. Instead, we can wear the aegis of our own making and use conquered fear as an advantage. The Gorgon Medusa was often vilified as a man-hating monster, punished by a vengeful goddess for something out of her control. And yet, if we examine the punishment of Medusa, we can see that perhaps she was given the strength and power to never be taken advantage of again. Rise up and find yourself reborn, capable and at peace with your past anxieties, insecurities, and fears. So, when we allow the things that we are afraid of to take over our body, we end up living in fight or flight often. And sometimes we freeze in the moments that we need to move. And it creates this loop of not being able to move through fear and freezing and anxiety building in our body. It creates shallow breathing, it creates pain and tension in the body. So, I'm going to take you through an exercise on how to really ground the body and to move through fear and raise your energy and your vibration a little bit so that when the fear comes in, it's not so paralyzing and we can move through it. So go ahead and take a deep breath in through the nose, into the belly. Close your eyes. And if you are not seated, please find a comfortable seat. You may also lay down, but it is better if you can be comfortably seated with your spine straight. Obviously, don't do this while driving. So take a deep breath into the belly, in through your nose, and let out a sigh. And do this two more times. And go ahead and place your hands on the knees and just go ahead and gently rock. It does not need to be a big movement. This needs to be a very gentle, slow movement in your pelvic floor. Just rock back and forth. This allows the pelvis and the body to know that we're here to create safety. Slow, gentle movements. Now go ahead and see, feel, or imagine that you have a cord coming out of the base of your spine. And this cord goes directly into the earth, all the way into the center of Gaia, going all the way down. And then this cord also goes all the way up your spine and out the head into source, into infinity, all the way into earth, and all the way up into source. And once you get this beam of light going up and down your spine, excuse me, my body is releasing something. Go ahead and light the spine up at this bright white, the brightest white that you've ever seen. And with your breath, I want you to see, feel, or imagine on your inhale, you can pull energy from the earth up this cord into your spine, and it goes all the way up into source. And on the exhale, it goes right all the way back down into the center of your head and right down the center of your spine and back down in to the center of earth, so that if you had a rod going through your spine, the beam would be able to go right up and down with your breath. Inhale up and exhale down. And as you get a flow of this beam of light going up with the inhale and down with the exhale, I want you to start expanding this beam. Let this beam get wider, bigger than your hips, bigger than your body, bigger than your auric field, so that it's about 5 feet around. And now you can really feel this energy as you pull it up. It comes up in through your feet, up past your calves, your knees, your thighs, your hips, all the way up through your internal organs, your shoulders, your arms, your hands, your fingertips, your neck, the top of your head, and it just goes through you all the way up. And on the exhale, it comes back down, moving back down through you. Like if you had an invisible elevator going from earth all the way to source, is like a ghost elevator moving you through. That's what this feels like, coming up the body and down the body. Now, as you move this elevator of energy up and down, as it goes up, see, feel, or imagine that it's filling every cell of your body up with the earth energy as it goes up, all the way up. And then on the exhale down, it's filling every cell up with source energy all the way down. Keep breathing. Inhale, earth energy up. And exhale, source energy down, all the way down. And on your next inhale, I just want you to take a deep breath into your belly. Hold and suspend. Gently pull in the rectum, the sex organ, and belly button, and squeeze those together like you're shooting energy up your spine into your head. All the way up your spine into your head. Hold and squeeze, hold and squeeze, hold and squeeze. Release through your nose. Another deep breath in through the nose, into the belly. Again, hold and squeeze. Pull in the rectum, the sex organ, and the belly button. It's called the mola bun. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hold. Send the energy up the spine, into the head. Pulse it. Hold, squeeze, hold, squeeze, hold, squeeze. Release through the nose. And one more time. Deep breath in through the nose, into the belly. Hold and suspend. Pull the energy up the spine. Pulse it. Hold and squeeze. Hold and squeeze. Hold and squeeze. And release. And take 3 deep breaths here. And as you're breathing into this, just notice how your body feels. Notice a little bit of tingling. Maybe there's a little bit more opening. So now we are going to chant Om for a few minutes. Chant it at your own flow or go with me, whatever feels right. Take a deep inhale in through the nose, into the belly, and just release. And now take a deep breath in through the nose, into the belly, and on the exhale, Om. 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 On your next breath in, deep breath in through the nose, into the belly, hold and suspend. Pull in the rectum, the sex organ, and the belly button. And again, shoot that energy up the spine into the top of the head. Hold and squeeze, pulse, hold and squeeze, hold and squeeze, hold and squeeze. Hold until you can't hold any longer, and then release. And we're going to go directly into the breathing. The breathing is this open mouth into the belly, into the chest, and out. We're going to do it for a very short time. You may feel some tingling, you may feel some cramping. If you feel like something's wrong, go ahead and just stop. And but go ahead and put one hand on the belly, one hand on the chest. This is a deep clearing breath, so it can feel pretty intense. It is open mouth into the belly, into the chest, and it's like you're sucking in through the straw. So you're breathing into the lower body and then you're breathing into the upper body. Just some people have a really hard time with this. If you are having a hard time with it, that's why we have one hand on the belly and one hand on the chest. Breathe into the belly and then breathe into the chest. And just try to go with it as best as you can. We're going to do this for a few minutes. We will have a hold and start the breath again. Just go ahead and go with it. Open mouth into the belly, into the chest, and out. Close your eyes. You're doing great. Keep going into the belly, into the chest, and out. Long, deep, smooth, even breaths into the belly, into the chest, and out. Okay, on your next breath in, deep inhale in through the nose into the belly, hold and suspend, pull in the rectum, the sex organ, and the belly button again. Squeeze like you're shooting the energy up the spine into the head. Pulse, hold and squeeze, hold and squeeze, hold and squeeze, hold and squeeze until you can't hold any longer. And then immediately right back into the breathing. Open mouth into the belly, into the chest, and out. Keep going, keep breathing into the belly, into the chest, and out. We are activating the ancient wisdom in our pelvic floor, bringing up what's ready to release, telling it, pulling it into the heart center, being like, thank you for showing up. Thank you for the lesson. I'm ready to release you. You are no longer here to hold on. I'm releasing it through the mouth. And then it transmutes right back into the earth. Open mouth, into the belly, into the chest, and out. Keep going into the belly, into the chest, and out. This breath connects us to our power. It connects us to the flow and the energy of earth and source and back to our balance that we're supposed to be in. And it helps heighten our energy into the belly, into the chest, and out. And truly truly heightens our frequency into the belly, into the chest, and out. Okay, on your next breath in, deep breath into the belly, in through the nose, hold and suspend, pull in the rectum, the sex organ, and belly button, hold and squeeze, shoot it up the spine, pulse, hold and squeeze, hold and squeeze, hold and squeeze, hold until you can't hold any longer. Then we're gonna do this one more time. And release when you need to, and right back into the breathing, open mouth, into the belly, into the chest, and out. Keep going. You've got this. We're just going to do it for a few more moments. Into the belly, into the chest, and out. Long, deep, strong breaths. You've got this. All right. On your next breath in, deep breath in through the nose, into the belly, hold and suspend. Pull in the rectum, the sex organ, and the belly button, and shoot the energy up the spine, into the head. Pulse, hold and suspend till you can't hold any longer. When you can't hold any longer, release through the nose. Take another deep breath in through the nose, into the belly, hold and suspend. Pull all the rectum, sex organ, and belly button in. Shoot it up the spine, pulse into the head. Hold and squeeze, hold and squeeze, hold and squeeze until you can't hold any longer. When you think you can't hold any longer, hold it another second longer, and then release. And then one more time. Deep breath into the belly, hold and suspend, pull everything in, shoot it up the spine, into the head, pulse, hold as long as you can. And then when you're done holding, release everything. And just go back to your normal breathing. But see if you can just notice the sensation in your body. Notice how good you feel. Notice the tingling. Maybe you had cramping. Maybe you cried. Maybe something came up. This is very releasing. This can be very intense. It's kind of an advanced meditation and exercise. So just allow whatever that came up for you to release and allow your body to feel better. Allow it to just sit in this frequency and know that this subtle frequency, or maybe it's not so subtle, maybe it's really strong, maybe you feel a little high. This is your own energy. This is your true energy. Your body is supposed to feel good all the time. And this is how we clear. We don't need to talk about it. We don't need to loop through anything. We need to change our frequency. So if this resonates with you, please like and subscribe to my channel. And you can also come follow me on my podcast at Cinder and Salt. And if you would like to go deeper, I do one-on-ones. And I also have an 8-week activation coming up in a few weeks. Find me, message me, but most of all, love yourself. Thank you.